Hello, fellow Sudokans. Welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Saturday, the 22nd of November, 2025. Hope you are keeping well and enjoying your weekend. It's a lovely Saturday. It's still cool here in Thailand. What else is going on in the world? What is going on in the world? What is going on? After having some surprising news earlier on that Zoran Mamdani met with Donald Trump and it was very amicable, and Trump basically gave him a love letter, an audio love letter. It was quite astonishing. I mentioned it in my earlier video. I hadn't seen the video. I hadn't seen the clips or video of the meeting at that time. I'd only read the reports. And I've now seen a lot of the video, and it is hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. It's unbelievable. You got to watch it to believe it. Other news in American insane politics is that Representative Margarine, I can't believe she's not butter, Taylor Greene, has decided to resign in January of next year. So she's got like a month and a half to accept her best offer, whatever that will be. No doubt she'll get plenty of offers from other conspiracy-minded lunatics, such as, making a YouTube channel and making lots of money like that, being paid by right-wing shills like Musk and other, well, I don't know, if he doesn't want to pay anybody, Peter Thiel and other people like that who love to pay money to promote right-wing lunacy. I'm sure she'll get a job. Maybe even she has another idea, which I'll talk about in a moment. But anyway, let's just revise the lunatic conspiracy theories of this woman and remind ourselves of something. Because the thing is that we hear so much of this stuff, it just goes past very quickly and we tend to forget. So she suggested that the Sandy Hook and the Parkland school shootings were staged and not real, and she harassed David Hogg, who later has since become a kind of leader of the Democratic Party. But she harassed him. She said that 9/11 is that where a plane did not actually hit the Pentagon. And there's some kind of government involvement that they call trutherism. She said that 27 shooting in Las Vegas and 2019 mosque attacks were false flags. She is a well-known supporter of QAnon. This is the lunatic, the biggest conspiracy theory group of all, of course, online with their insane ideas. What else has she mentioned? She's mentioned support for the assassinations of Democrats, including Pelosi, Obama, and Hillary Clinton. She said that Barack Obama is a secret Muslim. The most famous of her hilarious insanities is where she talked about space, or wrote about Jewish space lasers. Space lasers up in space, deliberately starting the California wildfires by Jews. This is her idea. She's also developed that idea a bit further and now claims that government can control the weather. Of course, she said that 2020 was a stolen election. She opposed the mask and vaccine mandates and compared masks and vaccine mandates to the persecution of Jews in Nazi Germany. And she claimed that Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the Supreme Court Justice, had actually died before she died and was replaced by a body double. This woman was an elected representative. Now, it is astonishing that people who could believe this could be elected as a representative. How? How does it happen? Anyway, I mentioned she's resigning, and the way that she talks, I've seen her resignation video, and the way that she talks, she seems to have some kind of implied threat of returning. So I wonder if that means she's going to run for president. Now, I hear you. I actually can hear your laughs backwards through time. I can hear you laughing hysterically right now at the idea that she might stand for president. But look, America voted in Donald Trump after he had already shown what a terrible monster he is. They did it again. So you can never, never underestimate the stupidity of the American electorate. I mean, they voted for George W. Bush and Ronald Reagan as well. I mean, it's just astonishing how low that these people will go. So could it be our worst nightmare? Could the nightmare get even worse? Could she replace Trump as, conspiracy theorist in chief? Oh my God, what a thought. The world would actually end on that day. I think the world would just self-destruct on that day. Hello, fellow Sudokans, it's me from the future. I'm butting in here and coming in to say this is my second attempt because I messed it up the first time around. I don't want to redo the introduction. It was very long, took too long, so I shall just jump in here and say I'm beginning again for the second time. So I am going to play the game with pencil marks because I needed pencil marks the first time around. Although I did discover quite a lot of stuff without them. But I shall just warn you ahead of time that this game is a pencil marker for me. We're going to start with digit 1 blocking like that. That's going to give me a 1 in that square there. In fact, we'll just go around and see 1 blocks like this. That gives me a 1 there. Not sure what mistake I made, but I messed it up. So now, I hope I can remember what I discovered. Eight blocks like this. There's an 8. I discovered this was something, a single digit, because I saw everything that was surrounding it and I said, oh, there are a lot of things surrounding this. It's a single digit. Let's see if it is still a single digit right now, or whether I had some other numbers placed before. I may have done. I noticed also the 279 that blocks up here, giving us 279 in those squares. And then I worked out the 3, 5, 6, I think it was, in those squares there, but I didn't see how that helped me. But this particular square, let's have a look at it. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is a 7. It's not 8, it's not 9, it is a 7. Okay, so that is a single. And I was congratulating myself on being lucky enough to find that, because I think it was pure chance. But anyway, anyway, I got it wrong, so let's go ahead. Now, there was something else. I think I discovered, when I had pencil marks, I discovered this as being something, but I can't remember what. So, shall we see? Let's see what we've got missing across here. We're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. I think that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. Yes. Yes. Okay, and we've got 1, 3, 4, and 9 here, so that's going to be a 2, isn't it? Right, now we've got 2 and 3 blocking up here, 2 and 3 blocking up here, so that's a pair of 2 and 3 in those squares. How does it help? Well, we've got 6 blocking up here, 6 across there. That must be a 6 then. And now I said 9, 2, 7 up here, so these squares are 9, 2, and 7. And so now we've got 6 blocking across here, 6 blocking across here. That is a 6. And 3 blocking up here like this, so 3 is in one of those squares. That can't be a 3. That's the 3, and this is the 5. Well, I didn't do that without pencil marks before, but I can now. I've got 3, 4 blocking up here. This is 3 and 4, and this is 2 and 5. So we've got the 5 blocking across here. There's the 5. That will be a 2. Right. Okay, now back over here. What did I say? 2 and 3 in those squares there. Okay, so we've got 3 blocking across here, 3 blocking up here. There's the 3. That has to be a 2. 2 and 7 block across here. That gives me 2 and 7 in those squares and leaves me with enough room for a 9 in that block. 9 blocks across here and across there. There's a 9. I can get these, so then I can get that, and then I can get that. I can finish off this thing here, right? So we've got 7 blocking across there. That's a 7 there, and 7 blocking that way. There's a 7, and 2 is it? I think that goes there. Yeah. Okay. Wow. 3, 4 there, and up here 5, 8 in these squares. Right, so we've had a fast start, but as I say, we've only had a fast start because I'm not cheating, but I have already done this once before. All right. It may be time for the pencil marks already. Okay, let's put in those pencil marks and finish the game off, and hopefully this time in a correct way. Alright, so we got 1 blocking down here and across there. That gives me a pair of 1s in those squares there. we've got 1 blocking down here and up there, so that means that's a pair of 1s there. We've got 1 down here, 1 up there, so 1 is somewhere in that strip of 3. And that's about it then. 2, by the way, I don't have any completed digits yet. 2 goes there. 2 is a pair in those squares there. That's about that. I think 3... Oh, let's put the 3 and the 4 up there before I forget. Now 3, what else? Pair of 3s over here. 4 blocking down and 4 blocking across there means that's a pair of 4s there, and so 4s will appear down there. Fives are somewhere over there. A pair there. This is 5 and 8. Let's put that in before I forget. And again, let's keep on the 5s. Somewhere there. 6s are somewhere there. Pair of 7s over there. And down there. And somewhere there. And 8s are a pair down here. And I think there's just the 9s to go here. Are there any other 9s to be had? Yes, 9s in those squares. And there. So that's it for me. So let's continue on with our pencil marks, this time taking more care that I don't mess them up, I guess. So what have we got over here? 1, 2, 3. We don't have 4 yet. 4 blocks. Across there actually is all we need. The 4s can go in those squares there. 5, we have 6, 7. 8 blocks across there like that. So 8s are still possible in those squares there. And 9 we have. So we are finished there. Let's come down to the bottom here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 blocks down here. 5. What do we know about 5? Not sure. 7 blocks down there. And finally we're looking for digit 8 if we have any idea about 8. And apparently not. Alright, I'm not seeing very much there. Let's start our way across the middle section. 3 blocks across here like this, so 3's there. 6 blocks across there and down there. And 9 blocks down here. So I think that's done. And 1 can still go in those squares there. 3 blocks like this. 6. 8. That's it, right? So, okay, we've got a pair of 1 and 8 here and there. So this can't be an 8, that's got to be a 7. And it means that these two squares cannot be 7. 5, 8 pair, 5, 8 pair there. It also means that we've got a unique rectangle here. Before I go any further, I shall put that 4 in and hope that it saves a bit of time. Let's then remove some candidate 4s that we can't use now, and that was going to give me a 4 in this square over here. And I see the 1 blocking this square. We need a 1 in this column, so that's going to be the 1. That is going to be the 8. And so we get rid of those 8s over there. We're going to be left with 5 in that square. And then we're going to get rid of these 5s there. That's a 5. That's an 8 over there. Right, that helped, I think. I didn't actually finish looking at this stuff over here. Now I've got a 1 there, so that's an 8 now. And the last number in this column is 1. So get rid of these candidate 1s. No, sorry. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm going to put a 1 in here, right? We've got 1 blocking across here, 1 blocking across there. There's a 1. Right, now we can get rid of all of those candidates. Okay, and why is it? Oh, there it is. There's an extra 1 to get down there. Not an extra 1, just 1 more. Okay, right, 1 is done. How are we doing on digit 2 now? How about the 3s then? So we've got pointing 3s here, so this can't be a 3. Let's remove that candidate 3 that we don't need anymore. Four blocks across here, across there, so we've got a pair of 4s in those squares there. How are we doing on 5? No 5s available there now. That is the only spot for a 5 in that block. We've got an 8 already, so that must be our 9. That's our 4. 4 there, 3 there, 9 there. No 9 here, thank you very much. And no 6 either, because we've got 6 and 9 there. So the last digit back over here is a 6, and that will be our 8. Right. 3 blocks down there, so that's our 3. Oops, 3 then. And this is not a 3. This is the only spot for a 2 in this column. Let's put it in. And let's finish with a 5 and a 5 there. And we'll get rid of candidate 5. The last number to go here is 7 and 6. Do we know anything about the 6s? I don't think we do, but then that's going to give me a pair of 6 and 7 here, 6 and 7 there. So that is going to be an 8 because of our unique rectangle rule, which gives me an 8 there. And that's finished digit 8. Let's get rid of the candidates. Right. Let's just click on the digits that we still need. We've got 2 blocking across here, across there, and down there. So that is our 2, which means that's the 2 and that's the 3, that's the 3, that's the 4, that's the 4, and that is not. Okay, next number we need is 6. Not sure about that yet. Next number we need is 7. That's the only possibility of a 7 in the bottom row, so let's put it there. 6 goes there, 6 there, 7 there, 7 there. This is indeed a 9. And the last number to place there is 6. 6 blocking up, there's a 6, there's a 9. So it's always easier the second time around, right? And that includes marriage. All right, take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.